What's up, guys? It's not the type of video that you usually see from me, but I just want to do on cam what I usually do as well, and that's just trading. Because I feel like there's a lot of money to be made with trading crypto, and I don't talk about that enough. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna mess around right here. It could be a long video, could be a short video. I have no idea, but I just want to trade on cam to see, you know, to take you with me, to show you how I'm actually doing it. And you know, I'm not even going to talk too much. I'm just probably going to do some emailing on my other screen as well. But to give you a short, you know, introduction to what I'm going to do, this is on Bybit, and this is the futures section. So basically, with trading futures, it's very cool that if you know what you're doing, you can choose how much leverage you want to use. And what it basically means is that if you use a 1x leverage, basically means that if you, I don't know, put $100 into a coin, and then you can earn $100 if you make 2x. That's simple, right? But if you, let's say, put your leverage on 100, then you can make $10,000 out of a 2x, because then you are, you know, buying basically 100 of these contracts. The risk is that the higher you set this, the closer your liquidation level is as well, right? So there is a good chance that you will get liquidated if your trade is going the other way around. Now, I want to show you the very basics of trading, because it is actually pretty easy. The thing with trading is you have to turn off your emotions. That's the number one thing. Trading is like, the market is easy. Reading the charts, it's easy. But your emotions are fucking it up for 90% of the time. And if you learn how to take that off, then you can make a lot of money in this market. By the tip that I have for you to let go of your emotions is not playing with too much money, of course, but also have your stop losses ready, right? So I'm going to show you what I mean. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these really quick trades, right? It's now on the 4-hour chart, but I'm going to put it on the minute chart to show you. Right, and what you can see then is the following. With Bitcoin, I already see this pattern. Otherwise, I would take another pattern. But with Bitcoin, what do you see? Bitcoin, what is this pattern? We have a high, we have a lower high, we have a lower high. We have a low, we have a lower low, we have a lower low. So it's now well on the way to make a lower low. So Bitcoin is in a downtrend. So in that case, I feel like, okay, I want to short Bitcoin right now, right? If I did it slightly before, I'm already in profit, right? So I want to short Bitcoin until this trend has broken, right? So in that case, since I'm trading it on a very low time frame, putting in a high leverage. It's not responsible to just do that, right? And the longer I'm talking, the more money I'm missing out on, by the way. But let's say I want to do this with 10%, so that's $100, right? And let's wait a little bit, because it just confirmed that lower low. Now it's going up again, right? And what you want to see is that it's not making a higher high, right? So let me put in my short really quickly. Market order, by the way. 10% of my money is what I filled in, right? Let's sell that. Let's go for that. Now, I have not set my stop loss right now because I wanted to take this trade really quick. So there is a good chance that I will get liquidated. Well, no, there's not a good chance I get liquidated because the liquidation price is $37,000. But there is a good chance that I will lose some money right now if I don't set my stop loss. So what should my stop loss be? My stop loss should be the confirmation that it's here, right? Why is that? Because this level, right, would mean a higher low, right? And the pattern, what I'm trading it off, is lower lows, right? We have, again, a high. right? So we have high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So as long as that trend is in play, it means a downtrend. But if it now goes here, then it means a higher high. So the trend is invalid. That's where I want to set my stop loss. So my stop loss should be around 29,886. So in that case, you will go here to TP/SL, take profits and stop loss, and add it right there, right? And shit, what was it again? 29886, right? So my stop loss, 29886. Now, if that happens, my loss will be $2. I'm totally fine with that. That's so cool about trading. The chance that I will that it will trigger my stop loss is a pretty high chance that it will, because this is not a high move, right? This could happen because it's on the shorter time frame. We don't know how long this downtrend is actually going to play out, right? So there's a good chance that it will hit my stop loss. But then out of my $100, I lost $2. That's risk management, and I'm fine with that, right? Because sometimes you have to take a small loss to prevent a bigger one. Because what would happen if I would have set my stop loss at, well, for example, if I did not set a stop loss and it goes all the way to 30K again, yeah, then I'm losing a bunch of money, of course, right? So that's basically how I'm going to trade this. You can choose to set your take profit points as well, right? So if I say like, okay, it's not, and my entry is this, and I want to take my profits at this level, for example, then my profit will be $34. So I can lose $2, or in this case, if this is my target, win $34. So that's a big, that's a good ratio, right? But therefore, you want to take a look at the chart, of course, right? What is on the chart looking like a good, how do you call that? A good place for a bounce. Well, in this case, right here, right? Because this is where we had support. This is where we had support. This is where we had support. So that's 29857. So if I would have set that 29857, I will be $1.60 in profit. So the risk reward ratio right here is not that great in this case, right? So I'm ignoring that because it's still in its downtrend. It's still in its downtrend. As you can see right here, I can draw this line probably pretty perfect. All right, so this is the line. Now let me make it a little thicker. Right, we had this fake out, whatever, but it's still in this downtrend. So what would invalidate my complete trade right here? If it makes a high high, or if it gets above this trend line, that would mean that at least this downward trend is over, and this higher high would mean that the lower highs are over. Right, so that's something you want to keep in consideration. Now, again, you do not want to go on a 40x leverage on a daily time frame or whatsoever, because on a daily time frame you have to wait for a long time, of course, and the smallest moves can already liquidate you, right? So that's not what you want to do. But since I'm trading this on the minute chart, which is pretty cool to do, actually, then Bitcoin has to make a little move and I'm already making money, right? Simple. I'm putting $100 in a 40x, so I'm playing with $4,000 basically, right? $4,000. So if Bitcoin, from the moment where I added it, goes down like, well, 1%, basically, I'm making $40 already. Well, we all know that the crypto market is usually making more than 1% moves in a day, right? So therefore, it's about risk management. But now it's pretty interesting because it is going down, and I'm very curious to see, is it going down below here, right? Because then it's a lower low, right? So that would mean that this trend is still intact. But then again, as well, we are sitting at a horizontal support. So might be that we will bounce off of this level, right? Might be. Definitely. So I'm waiting a little bit to see how this is going. In the meantime, let's find another coin. And once I found it, I will say what I'm looking for. But I'm looking for something like this, right? Or the other way around. Doesn't matter. As long as it's a clear trend, at least. But look, I mean, it's in profit. We're doing great. made almost 2% right now. It's very easy, and it's pretty cool. Because you see, if I would have took my profits right now, I made 2%. Doesn't sound like a lot, but search for some kind of a compounding calculator. If you start with $100 and you make 2% of that every day, so you have $100, you make 2%, you have 102. If you make 2% of that, you have 103.5 or so. If you, well, slightly more. If you make that's compounding. You will be a millionaire within a year. That's crazy. So you do not need to take the biggest trades or the most crazy trades to gain a lot of money. And again, the risk is not that high because you set your stop losses, right? You set your stop loss, and I entered right here, right? So I can set my stop loss right now at my entry level. Look, if I set my stop loss right here, 29869. 29869. Here we go. So the worst that now can happen is gone. Okay, that's the worst that could have happened. Right for that pump, right? But that doesn't matter because the worst that could happen is that nothing happened, right? Nothing happened in that case. I secured my entry, right? And that wick took it out. It's okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If it goes down even further, fuck it. But the worst that could happen, if you are in profits, just set your stop loss at your entry. That way there is no way of losing money. You can only gain money, but there's at least no way of losing money. This timing was absolutely horrible. But again, I did not lose. Right? There's only, and that's a matter of risk-reward management, right? Now, I did not make profits, but I had the chance to make profits, and I did not have a chance anymore to lose money, right? And that's what we are going for, all right? So I can basically, now this one got stopped out. Want to take a look if it makes a low low? And if it bounces a little bit, I can basically take this trade again, right? Because the pattern hasn't changed yet. But the pattern has not changed. It's still lower lows, lower highs, right? But also, you want to look at these wicks, because such a wick, officially this is the low, right? So if we really want to make a lower low, we want to go here. Right, so that's something you want to look for. Look, now Bitcoin pumping like crazy right now. You don't want to see this being broken. You don't want to see this being broken. I can maybe take the short right now. Should I try? Fuck it, I'm gonna try. Here we go. Let's try to take it. And let's set our stop loss right here. 29880. Stop loss. Let's try it again. 29880. If it happens, I'm gonna lose $1.70 out of my $100. So I'm risking 1.7% basically. Right? That's basically what I'm doing. Right? Now we are in profits, of course, and again, doing this with very, very, very small amounts. If you want to play with, go away. Why is it not going away? If you want to do this with higher amounts of money, then I would suggest taking a higher time frame. You can also trade the 50 minutes, right? And if I look, by the way, at the 50 minutes, this is tradable, I think, because we have a high, we have a low, we have a higher high, we have a lower low, we have another lower low, we have another low high. It's also in that downwards trend. Right, but then just take a slightly higher time frame and go with a lower leverage, right? Because then the percentage moves are higher, so you make more money, and it compensates for your lower leverage as well, so you're not taking that much risk. You can do this on every time frame you want. Some people are trading on the daily time frame. That's what I would prefer also as well, but you know, if you really want to do some active trading, then this is pretty cool, and for sake of the video it works as well. So should I try again? I don't want to lose money, right? So I'm gonna put my stop loss at my entry level. So my stop loss is now 298 sorry, 866. That's where I entered, right? So in that case, let's confirm it. I didn't round it up, so I can still lose 5 cents or half a cent, something like that, because I didn't take the decimals. That's on me. I don't care. This is not losing anymore. Right, so I am now in a risk-free trade. So it's basically, again, the same thing that just happened. Or we go up and I didn't lose anything, or we go down and I only make money. This is a risk-free trade right now, right? That's how you want to play this, right? Move your stop losses. As soon as you're in profit, but you feel like, I don't want to take it yet, there could be more, at least move your stop loss to your entry point, right? But now we're going to see, because it is battling this horizontal support as well. That's also what you want to take a look at, right? But then again, horizontal supports are there to be broken. And what it is basically horizontals right here are basically a battle between bulls and bears, right? Who has more money to maintain that level, the bulls or the bears? Well, I am shorting right now because I'm rooting for the 1 minute bears in this case, because the trend is down, right? So if the trend is down, then the bears are definitely stronger, right? Now I can get stopped out very easily again because it's so close sitting at my stop loss, right? You do not have to do it that fast, of course. Right, you can also wait a little bit and move your stop loss lower. If I now move my stop loss lower, like for example here, then I'm gonna take profits anyway, right? So then I'm not in a only in a risk-free trade. Then I even have the chance. I'm getting stopped out now. Here we go. But then I even have the chance to also go away with money with. Or the chance then I will get guaranteed money from a risk-free trade. Now where you ideally want to enter this trade is this right now, right? Because it's sitting at the resistance. So I can try again. Let me try again. And I do want to set my stop loss now. 29880. Because otherwise I'm getting screwed. Let me take a look, because it looks like a new higher high. Yeah, it's a higher high, so I'm gonna stop it right now. Market confirm. That's what you want to do. Keep your eyes on it, right? What I just did is I took a very small loss to prevent a bigger one, because the trend is now changing, right? The trend is changing, and it doesn't mean it will go up now, but there is a high chance that it will go up further. And why is that? Well, it did not even make a higher high, but also it broke this downtrend right here. And it could be a fake out, but the chance of it being a fake out, it's not something you want to trade. So Bitcoin now broke up to the upside, broke its downtrend, broke the resistance. So I'm not doing anything right now. The trend has changed. This is not a trend anymore. So this is not interesting for me to trade right now, right? Now, let me take a look if I can find another coin that, you know, also looks tradable. So let me mess around a little bit. Ethereum looks the same. I'm looking for a clear downtrend or a clear uptrend. So that's what we're looking for, right? If you want to trade, you want to look for something like this, right? But not this. This trend right here, easy trade, basically. Easy trade, right? Because it was a clear downtrend until the trend has changed. Fortunately, we were just in the trend when it changed, but you had a lot more chances of making money than at one candle to make you lose money. So that's what you want to look for. And the coin, to be honest, bro, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Every coin goes up or down, right? Solana's going sideways. Not, you know, you can also, but it's not for this video, but you can trade the ranges, right? So in this case, this is the range, basically. It's sitting in this range right here. So you can trade this range, right? And you set your stop loss. If you are longing it, you set your stop loss here, slightly under the range. If you're shorting it, you're setting it a little here, right? Not too close, because like here, if we have a fake out and you come back down, you get stopped out here but you could have made money, right? So you want to set it a little higher than that, but also not too high. Otherwise, you lose too much money if you get stopped out. But let me open up a slightly longer time frame trade on a coin to see how that goes. Barely. I would have said like, okay, yeah, we have a high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, but the lows are not necessarily getting much lower. So it looks like it's going to be more of a consolidation right here. And if you're shorting this, then yeah, that's not worth it. So because of the Bitcoin pump, most of the altcoins pumped a little bit with it, which took it out of their downward trend. So we can also look for upward trends. Let me see, Litecoin probably pumped, but we are taking another time frame though. XRP. Ranging. This is tradable again, but it's now about lower lows, lower highs, etc. And sometimes there are days, a lot of days, where you see these kind of charts, right, where it's going sideways all the time, right? And then you just should not take a trade. Sometimes you shouldn't. Although I think that with Aptos in this case, high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Yeah, we can take this trade maybe, but I would take my profits here. 0.3%. Very close stop loss. It's already going shit. Okay, let's wait to see. Would have been a perfect trade. Would have been a perfect trade. But it did print slightly a lower high. Is it going to print a low low? This is more spectacular than John Wick, man. Yeah, that's going to be a lower low if it keeps up like this. Dump it. What I'm waiting for is to see if it's going to make a lower low. Here, give or take. Then if it rebounds slightly lower high, enter my trade. Go down again. Right, we are now already sitting at the low, so I'm not going to short here. That would be stupid. Yeah. If it stays here, it's more like a triple bottom. That's not bearish. You guys following what I'm doing? Leave a comment down below, because this is a really good way to make some money. And with Bitcoin, I already could have taken my profits, right? I mean, we were already up like 2%. So if you should say like, yeah, but you messed up that trade, it's a demonstration. But take your stupid 2% like on a 1 minute time frame. Don't expect 50% gains, right? That's also the case. Like the shorter your time frame, you know, 2% is enough. 2% is more than enough. So yeah. Maybe we should go back to the minute. Because if Aptos is dumping now, isn't the complete market now dumping again? Wow, this would have been a trade, bro. Look, if you've done this on 100x leverage, which I would never recommend though, down 2%, you would have made 200%. 200%. It's insane, right? But the downtrend is clearly over. It's now more forming a bottom right here, more of a base here. So that's too late. So therefore I said, like, sometimes you just don't want to take a trade. It's not wise to do so. It's also not really Cardano. Also, it's all forming bases right now. It's not really. Yeah, then again, we had a bottom here. We had some bottom here before it went lower. Bottom here before it went lower. But that's a high-risk trade that you're taking right now. I will wait for Cardano to pump. If I'm going to take this trade, I'm going to take it when it pumps a little bit. You see, whenever it goes up to the point where it got stuck right here, right? Here as well, goes up, got up to the point where it got stuck. Here, goes up to the point where it got stuck. Here, no, not really, but here, I would say here, give or take. If I'm going to enter this trade, I'm going to enter it here. Otherwise, I'm skipping it. And you can also do this on a limit order, though. You can I can already put it in, right? So if you don't do this yet, go to Bybit down below. You can also win that iPhone 14 if you trade like this. You just have to have $100 trading volume. It's easy. Oh, crazy wick. But you can also do a limit order on this, right? But it's already printing a low now. Here we go. You can do a limit order. So let's say I want to enter the trade here, 0.4398. 0.4398. Right, so then you just fill that in. I want to do it with 10% of my money, for example, right? 10% of my money. I do this on a, I don't know, 50x leverage because I'm a fucking moron. Then I want to sell short, right? So short, and this will be the point that if it goes up, picks up my my trade, and then we are entering it. I can already. Let me take a look if that's actually true current orders. Yeah, so I can already set my stop loss then as well, right? Because this was the high. So, well, this basically technically. So I don't want it to go higher than that. So 4403 would be my stop loss. All right, 4403. I don't think I'm going to get this trade though, but just to show you how that works. Right, so that would be my stop loss. So very, very, very close stop loss on this one, right? So why don't I see my stop loss now? No, usually it shows. Anyway, here it picks up my trade. Here's my stop loss, right? So if it gets all the way up here, picks up my trade, but if it goes up a little further, then I'm getting stopped out again as well. But again, risk management, because that's a minus 0.11% that I'm losing times 50, right? Times 50. So that's 5% of that $100 that I'm risking with this trade, right? So that's quite a lot, though. That's quite a lot. But if it does play out, right, and it goes make a lower low, for example, to here, 0.7 times 50x leverage, and I could gain 35%. So the risk reward here is pretty good, right? Gain 35% or lose 5%. That's how you want to trade it. You also got a tool for that, by the way. So in this case, I'm shorting, so I want to enter a short position, right? Short position right here. So I enter it, and let's say that my target is here, and my stop loss is at that 443, like I said. Then the risk reward ratio is 6.4. The higher that is, the better it is as well, right? So that's how you can look at it as well. So if it gets there, it will be a pretty good trade, but I don't know if it's getting there. It's pretty much downhill, so I pumped towards that level. I don't know if I see that happen, and I can open my trade right here as well on the open here, which is more likely to go now. Ah, come on, man, don't be like that. I can move it here and set my stop loss here anyway, right? And my target wherever it might go. But you'll see that the risk-reward ratio is already quite lower then, right? Because I'm opening the trade lower as well. So I don't know if this is going to play out. I don't think so, but whatever. I'll leave it open for now. Let me see. Cody. Wow. Should have started the video a little earlier than this. We could have taken so many good trades, man. Look, 5% down. If you have 5% down, oh, I need to calculate. You have 250% gains on a 50x leverage. It's insane. 3 times your money with one stupid trade. Right, and if you just set your stop loss, you would have barely lost something. So yeah, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, still making higher highs and higher lows though. So I'm going to put a trade on this as well. And it's different per coin, right? Because this one I can only use 12.5% leverage. So let me go with that. Short it. Let's see, right? Because also with this one, high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. You know, that's the risk-reward ratio you're getting, right? Because yes, it could go here now, but overall, did I fill in a limit order on this one? Positions, Cody. Oh yeah. Overall, the trend is down, so the odds are in your favor, right? The chance that it goes lower is higher, right? Let me put it like that. The chance that it goes down is higher than that it goes up. But we just saw with Bitcoin, it's not impossible. Of course, at a certain point, it will go up, right? And that could happen while you are trading it. So in that case, like I said, you do want to set your stop losses. And in this case, I'm watching it closely right now. So it's okay, right? I don't need to set my stop loss necessarily because I'm right here, right? I'm right here. So if I see, let me see. Yeah, if I see that the price is clearly getting above this level, then I'm just manually stopping it, right? Like right now, I'm now stopping it, right? Let's see 100%. Yeah, confirm, done. Because it just printed a higher high, right? So it's not, I don't have the best examples right now, but it doesn't matter. I'm not therefore, I'm not gonna show you only the videos where I'm winning. I'm just doing it, and I'm gonna show you the videos of the losses too, because if you're gonna trade, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because these are such small losses, right? These are such small losses if you set your stop losses or if you are right on top of it, right? So that then you don't lose a lot, and the chance that you gain more is way higher. So let's go with one other one, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Lena. Wow, yeah. If you were shorting this, you would have done very well. Let me take a look. Sorry, my girlfriend was calling me, so I had to pause it. Let me find another one, because Lena, this is not something that I feel like we missed out on this trade, right? It went down all this way, and to short it right now, what's ideal is that you see an upcoming downtrend, right? A trend that has been coming down. Like, well, this is a beautiful example. I'm taking Bitcoin again as an example right now, because Bitcoin had its fake out right here, but it went right back into the range basically, right? So I'm just trading this range right now. So 10% of my money, fuck that, short that shit then. So let's take a look how this is going. And positions. There we go. So this is the last one I'm taking, and then I'm out of here. Now, what's also interesting is that, like I said, Bitcoin here had its horizontal support right here. Now we are not only in this downtrend, but we also have this horizontal right here. So there are 2 points of resistances now for Bitcoin, right? Again, not saying that it can't come up. It will. Of course, it will. Bitcoin will be higher than $28,500. We all know that. But again, the odds are in your favor, right? And it's still making lower lows and lower highs. That's just what it's doing, right? It's even in a perfect parallel channel, basically, right? I didn't draw the lines perfectly, but it is. Here we go. This is the range for Bitcoin, right? So, and I can basically, like I said, on the shorter time frames, close it right now, because I have one, well, I had, yeah, here we go. Why is it changing if I move my mouse over it? That's weird. Oh, that's because of the fees. So this is now what you see right now, that 130 is what I have in profit. Fuck off. In profit. But if I close it right now, there are little fees, of course. And that's the thing, that if you trade these really small amounts, it's not really worth it. Therefore, I left it open as well, right? If you trade with slightly higher amounts, you can actually choose to close it with 1% gain. But yeah, that's the Bitcoin trade. Now 1.40% up. So if you take a couple of these trades every single day, look, 2%, that's great. Look, I mean, realistically, the trend is still intact. So it would be weird to close it right now, because we're still making lower lows and lower highs. On the other hand, at some point you want to take your profits, of course. I'm gonna leave it open for now, but I'm also gonna wrap up the video, so I'm not knowing how this is going to end up though. I'm gonna leave it open for now, but don't forget to take your profits. If you are 2% in profit, nice. Like I said, 2% every day, compound that, and you're set. That's basically it. So that's really basic about trading. I'm going to show you way more on how you trade, more different patterns and everything, and how to use moving averages as well. Just wanted to end it right here. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice